Varangians versus Loom up.
Hello to all the people who just joined the stream, by the way.
Hello, Maga, hello, Lopish. Turn to map.
Maga is there from the beginning.
Yes, but she only brought none. Oh no, she wrote a lot.
No, she's doing her job.
Yes,
I
am the one not doing his job because I'm blind
Yes.
and I cannot see chat. I can see the messages, but I cannot read the names. I have it on my phone, so everything is so small, and I'm getting old, so my eyesight is not so good anymore. Okay.
Can you tell me your timer right now?
Yes, I am on pause, and I'm waiting for you at 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Oh, I think we should go live. Just go live.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
I don't know because the game could have started like 20 minutes ago, and if we go too fast, we might lose something important. So I would say that maybe let's say I'll go faster until feudal age. Oh wait, it's not going faster anymore. Probably we are live now.
Yes. It just started.
Do we know if this is game 2? It probably is.
I don't know, but we need to synchronize first, Renzo. Can you tell me your timer right now?
3 minutes and 45 now.
Okay, very good. We should be okay.
Okay, let's analyze a little bit the map for the players. Let's start with Thorn. Let's start with the blue player playing as the Berbers. He has very uncomfortable berries, especially on a map like this where all the players are so close to each other. It's a very aggressive map. It promotes early aggression quite a lot, so that might be a struggle for him to get to those. And his teammate Viking has even worst situation, I would say, because the main gold is exactly towards the center of the map, so it won't be so easy for him to access to it. I want to show you the exploration. Oh, this is unfortunate. Viking actually didn't find the boar because the second boar because it was hidden in a very small black part of the map. Probably now he will be able to see it. Yes, I can see the scout moving towards that way, so he knows that spot might be hiding something. Let's check also red map. Quail is on fire, 903, playing in the red as the way. He actually has a very decent map. I think that at the moment he's the player with the best map. Back gold, side berries, back stone, nothing in the front. It's just a little hill which can be used to harass or even to defend. So I would say probably he has the best map at the moment, mainly because his teammate yellow Forkan is playing as the Ethiopians, has main stone and main gold and a neutral gold in the front. So I would say that red has definitely won the prize for luckiest player for this match at least. And
I have a bad news about Forkan, the yellow player. I saw him losing a veil to a boar.
Oh,
unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. Let's see if we can still see the body.
And he almost lost a second.
Oh yes, this one. Okay, this is not the best start he could have wished for. We will see if it delays his feudal age timing or not.
So about the civilization, I would say to resume, I would say archer players decided for some very strong early civilization, while cavalry players, they both decided for some castle age approach. Yeah, slower civilization with a strong castle age.
Do you see Thorn's pick, so the Berbers, as a way to try to counter the Way cavalry?
Having camels against Way is always a very good option because, as you know, Way don't have access to knights. They have a special version of knights called Heiguang,
Yeah.
And this version of knights struggle against camels. So I would prefer Berber over wait, yeah.
Okay. Thorn just stole 2 ships from Red, which actually found them halfway towards Viking's base, or maybe it was Viking. And now Thorn is stealing the other 2 ships from Red, which is going to
Yeah.
explore Thorn's base, so he might be able to get them back before they get under the TC. But this could be a very huge find. It's 200 free food for him, and 200 less food for Red, which is also the cav player, so the one that is more, that has a more food heavy game coming for him from him. We can see that the ecos are quite balanced. Yellow clicked up with 1 villager less because of that accident with the boar, and he's now going for the first archery range. We can also see Viking that almost completed the first range. We will see if he's going to go for a second one, and we already have a stable up for Thorn, which is playing timing-wise, I would say, slightly better than Red, which now cancelled. Oh, he cancelled the stable, and he's making an archery range. This is interesting. So they are going to go double archery. Both players are going for archers. Do you think is there any specific reason for that? Do we have any specific bonus? Is it a misclick or is it a mind game?
They just have regular archers. They have some good economic bonus, but that's a very interesting decision.
Yeah.
I'm not able to justify it right now, but I'm sure we will find a reason soon.
And we have the first fight in Yellow's base. There's a pike coming. Blue needs to pay attention. He caused a little bit of idle time, but found no damages. Ooh, risky position. Also, Yellow forgot 2 goats. As soon as this scout dies, I'm gonna check the exploration from the teams, because it's pretty weird that all of them forgot some ships. Yep, Yellow explored just 1 ship. He might not be able to see it, and the other one is still hidden. While exploration for Thorn is way more consistent, I would say.
Okay, so the way player is not going for archer, he's going for a defensive approach with skirms.
Yes.
Because he he identified that his direct opponent was Viking with archers, and so he's more in a 1v1 approach.
Also Yellow is approaching quite defensively, I would say, because he's going just for 1 archery range, and he's making quite a lot of pikes to defend from blue scout pressure.
You're right, but for the moment it's not a problem, because Viking is his archer player opponent is also on 1 range building. So both team is playing a kind of slow feudal, not that aggressive feudal.
And here we can see there was Viking still fighting at the gates of Yellow's base, while Thorn was going around with the scouts, which now also have forging, looking for some vill kills, and he actually found 1. So one of Yellow's villagers on the berries just died.
The last trade we saw were not very good for Viking and Thorn. They lost a lot of units.
Yes, Thorn is actually paying out quite a bit, because he killed another villager. And now we have Viking under pressure. Now he's switching to skirmishers to counter the pikes and to make it a fair battle versus Red's skirmishers. So actually Red, which now is switching to cavalry also, opening skirms, is forcing Viking to go skirms, and then he will approach Viking space with cavalry. This could be seen, or we might see the first vill pick from Red. No, just passing.
Red is doing a very interesting move right now.
Yes. And he's clicking up to Castle Age also.
Wow.
So this is a very good play from him.
That's amazing. I guess we can... I guess it's the way Eco. Think about it. He did some skirmisher, switched to scout, and he's still the first to reach Castle Age.
Yes.
That's an amazing eco management from him.
And he also lost 2 goats because Thorn stole them.
Yeah.
And now here Viking is suffering a lot of losses. The eco KD is even now for the 2 teams. Thorn will be able to clean everything.
And I think Thorn is playing amazing as well with the scout. He's using his scout in 2 different locations, defending Vikings and also aggressing Quells on fire.
And he also got one of Red's villagers. Let's see if we can kill also the other one. Quick walling, failed, and the villager is going to die. And the villager is dead. And now we have yellow going to pressure Thorn's base. He's forced out of gold.
Wow.
And we have Chaotic Waifu following us. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thanks a lot. I can see the new farms from Thorn being very dangerous. Okay, being very dangerous, and he is evacuating the villagers, moving them to wood until the situation is more calm and we can see Viking coming to help. I like the way the 2 teams are playing together. We can also see some scouts facing each other at the center of the map, not engaging yet. 1 dead will for Thorn. The skirms from Viking are just tanking shots from the archers now. Both teams are performing quite well, in my opinion, in terms of cooperation, in terms of team game.
Yeah.
I would say. We can see some of red units in the minimap going over the woodline, trying to harass Viking's base. Viking, which is trying to do a very big wall, trying to defend himself from the attacks of red, and now blue is probably going to clean this up. And Viking is losing a villager. No, it was a lion. Yes, I thought he was being attacked by the card from red, which are now harassing his villagers on the berries again. Let's see if they can pick some villagers.
Oh.
No, very good. Vikings saved all of them. Some of them are very weak, so this is a very dangerous situation. And the Viking is also forced to make a tower to save the woodline. What do you think about the tower in Viking space?
Good tower. I hope this tower will happen.
There's probably a
good tower.
Here.
You want to... Oh... But if you should take a look at the second wood line of Vikings. Vikings is under a big trouble right now.
Huge attack, yes, and he lost already 9 villagers.
Quells on fire is yeah, he's really taking advantage of his early castle age right now.
Yes.
Amazing job from him.
Definitely. He keeps harassing the woodline.
And you missed it that while there was while there were a lot of fights in Viking's base, Thorn had to defend against Yellow's army, and he decided to engage with 8 scout against Yellow's army.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he lost everything to the pikes.
Oh,
and now,
because of the pikes, I see.
Yeah, but now he has access to knights. Maybe he'll be able to clear everything with his knights.
Yes, he should, mainly because 2 of the pikes are almost dead, and 1 of them is not full HP.
So Lorenzo, it's very strange because when we see the situation, we feel like Viking and Thorn are in big trouble. They are taking so much pressure, but the score is saying the score just switched, and 1 minute before they were ahead in terms of score. So
wow, how do you explain
it's very
this?
strange.
Could it be
how do I explain this?
The exploration still, or do you think that they are performing? Well, actually, Thorn's collective resources are impressive. He has almost more than 2k more than yellow.
What I noticed is before they took all the damage we just saw, they were managing their eco much better. They had like both Viking and Thorn had 5 villagers more than the opponents. That means that the opponents are playing very aggressive, but they are not taking care of their eco.
Yeah, I can see, especially yellow has a lot of fidelity.
Yeah. Now the villager difference is switching in favor of yellow and red.
Yeah.
Mainly because they killed a lot. They killed a lot,
yeah.
To be honest.
And look also, you might not be able to see it if you don't have capture age, but the idle eco time for the players is around 15-18 minutes, but the one for Viking is 1 hour and 3 minutes. That's a huge damage. Now we can see red pressuring blue's base, but getting cleaned up by the knights. Knights are incredibly strong now. While we have a little bit of time to breathe and to reflect, I would like you to say something to our low elo fellas that are following us. What do you think of Vikings wall in the northern part of the base? There is one detail I'm zooming on now for our viewers.
Okay. I don't see a lot of value from this wall because the space on this map you cannot wall completely the side like this because there is a dark part you can see unwallable, and I don't see a lot of value from this wall. The Viking is still losing a lot of villagers. I guess yeah, that's the identity of this map. You have to deal with it, and if it was me, I would just put some outpost for the vision and use army to defend my base.
Like here, yeah. And now Viking is actually taking very, very good advantage of his teammate Sivpik, because he's going for Genitors to fight against the Shambay Rider.
Yeah, that's a very good unit decision.
Huge ball of archers, which was able to clean up the knights even before Thundering kicked in.
Yeah, the Genitor is a very good choice because red and yellow are both playing range units, and it is countering both. It's a very good decision from Viking. He has a very good mass of them right now. He should be able to clear all the mess in Thorn space.
Yes, and he really needs to use them. He's actually, with just one unit, able to counter 4 different units, because he's countering reds, Shambay Riders and Spears, and yellows, crossbowmen and pikes. Now Thorn is was running after red's Shambay Riders, but now he's surely going to focus on yellow's crossbowmen, which are parked under blue's tower in blue's base, trying to pick some village just to force some idle time. 5 villagers completely idle because of that decision.
I'm very impressed about Quells and Fire performance right now.
Yes, they are playing
because he made a big amount of aggression, and right now he's building a big villager advantage for himself.
And not only because
can you see
he's also castle dropping Viking now.
He's also castle dropping Viking, yeah.
And he will deny.
And he's about to have the same amount of villager as Viking and Thorn combined.
Wow, so that's huge. That is huge. And also this castle is incredibly well placed, in my opinion, because it is completely denying the main gold, and Viking will be struggling a lot because the other neutral gold is quite exposed in the northern part of the base where the hole in the wall is. He still has 1 neutral gold close to the eastern part of his base, but still this is going to be very tough for him from now on.
Yeah. Again, a very good this unit decision by Red. Now that Viking has a big mass of Genitor, he decided to switch to the Huiguang, and now the Genitor are useless.
And we can clearly see it here.
Wow.
Viking has both skirms and Genitors, but they are overall the same unit. And the gate is open. So this could be a very bad... And Yellow is keeping it open with the pikes. This is very smart from him. Forkan is opening up the gates for his ball of archers.
Yeah.
This is looking quite bad for Varangians.
I didn't see Squirrel's message, but he's right. The switch to cavalry from Red is making a big difference right now.
Yes. We can see a defensive castle from Blue, but it's a defensive castle that doesn't defend a lot of the economy. It would have been maybe a little bit better to delete the house and build it in between the farms, just to cover also the TC. And maybe also the main gold. Well, he's still securing 1 gold, but is at the very edge of the range of the castle. You can see crossbowmen.
So Lorenzo, I have a question for you.
Let's
Do you
go.
see any way for Viking and Thorn to come back in this game?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. Probably not that much. I mean, this is still kind of a low elo level, so anything can happen. But I can see Poison Fire very in control of the match, and also Forkan reaches following with the controller. We can see also here a castle drop on Thorn's face, which is also going to deny his stable, which is destroyed by the mangonel.
Oh, we can see another castle drop.
So to answer your question,
Incoming.
if this castle goes up, I don't see many ways out.
I agree.
To be honest, the pressure is real. The economic advantage is double. They have
Damn.
double the economy of Blue and Green Vikings and Thorn. We can see a last desperate fight here from Vikings Genitors.
We can see another interesting switch of unit by Red. He's now using the Tiger Cavalry.
Yep.
Is it the name?
Yes. Can you say something to us about it? I don't know that much about that unit.
So Tiger Cavalry is a kind of knight that earn 1 attack and 10 HP each time it kills a unit.
Ooh,
And this is a unit that has high pierce defense. So it is.
we can see it. It's 6.
The purpose of this unit is to counter archers, usually.
So
I really think it was a good decision from him.
Yeah, I do believe that it counters archers very well, and it counters skirms even better than that.
Yeah, skirms and archers, this is the kind of unit they like to have for dinner.
And from speaking about dinner, from now on, Red's unit are going to produce food passively. So this will even increase even more the eco advantage that they have. But we can see here on top that we have 74 army versus 11, 194 eco versus 66. I think that the GG is going to kick in quite soon. Yellow is pushing like crazy. Ethiopians, crossbowmen, and 3 mangonels plus a castle. Red is on Blue's woodline also. Viking also is falling apart versus 4 mangonels and a huge amount of cavalry. He's forced to take gold very far away from the TC that he still has. Which actually I don't understand this choice, because he's getting gold here, but he has slightly... No, it's not secure anymore. He's not secure anymore. He doesn't have any safe gold. I think this is the match. Now Blue is trying to clean up the base with the knights, and we will see what he can achieve. The knights have +2 defense and just +1 attack. And we can see Imperial Age coming from Yellow. The crossbowmen are cleaned, but now Red's cavalry is going to finish Blue's army. Now Lumiat have 4 times the eco that Varangians have. This is the game. GG is called.
GG is called.
And that's it. We can take a look at the stats very quick. The kill death ratio from Red is insane for 4.21. Crazy. Also the eco advantage is incredible. Timing, everything is fine. We thought that it was a weird opening, but actually it paid out quite well, I would say, overall. I have one question for you, also because I need a 30 seconds break. And what do you think costed the game to Varangians?
The way
Go on
the way I
and
see the game
entertain
is
the viewers for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I think Forkan and red and yellow playstyle is very aggressive, and I don't know if it was on purpose, but they decided to sacrifice eco management for aggression and micro management. And in this game, they got rewarded for their aggressivity. Maybe on other maps they will be punished for that, but in this game they played. Yeah, they were rewarded for their aggression. To counter that, Viking and Thorn had to play more aggressive. Like Viking, in my opinion, Viking had to build a second archery range on such a close map. I think it was a mistake to stay on one archery range. That's how I see the game. The calf switch from red was amazing. Yeah, was amazing. If you think about it, he took so many decisions. He started with skirms into scout, and somehow he got first to Castle Age. I suspect him to idle his TC to be able to reach Castle Age this week. And then once he reached Castle Age, he went for Janbei Raider first, and then switched to Knights. And everything worked perfectly. Very inspiring game with the way from red, I would say.
And thank you for your opinions. Do you think that on Thorn and Viking's side, a unit switch was needed? Or was it only eco domination that led to the defeat?
I think Viking it was not unit, but more quantity of units. I don't remember why, but they were lacking some units, and also now I'm questioning the janitor switch because it was good at first, but when you do some skirms or janitor, which is another version of skirms, you feel good at first because you counter some you have a good counter unit, but you also give a window for the opponents to switch to another unit and make your skirms useless. So now I think if I was Viking, I would favor a big mass of foot archers. And he was a Maya, And with Mayans, you really want to take advantage of the discount on foot archers. That's how I see the game. They were lacking some army. Yeah.
Okay. I have some good news for the next match. We are going to see Socotra.
So do you think it was first game or second game?
I have no
Game
idea.
was just
I have no idea. So what I'm doing now is that on the score, I'm writing 1-0 for Loom Me Up, and then we will see how this game ends. And then if we have a third game, we see it. If we don't have a third game, we look for the first game and we watch the admin map as the last map.
okay.
In 3 seconds, we should be good to go.
Okay. In the chat, I can see a comic contest
Yes.
about the way
Yeah, about
between
the way.
Iron Man and squirrels. What? Which one do you prefer?
They showed us the way.
Okay.
And there we go. Socotra.
1 point for squirrels then.
And we are seeing Portuguese again, Belkross. This is the second time tonight.
But on Socotra. Yeah, this is a very different one. Yeah.
But still, Portuguese and that civilization that holds a special place in my heart, the Aztecs, for Thorn. I'm very curious to see what he's up to. And we have Quails on Fire playing as the Armenians. I really like the pick for Socotra. I really like the pick. This could end up into some very...
Lorenzo,
Yes?
can you go to live and tell me your timer, the state of your timer?
I am live and I am 1:45 right now.
Okay, very good.
And then we can also see the Bulgarians for Forkan, which will be called Frick from now on.
So we have to be careful about all the lames opportunities. Is anybody laming right now?
At the moment, Rick still has the elephant. Viking is getting his eating zone elephant. Thorn has a very forward elephant. Didn't get it yet, so that might be dangerous. And Red is eating the elephant. It seems like the players, at least Red, are focusing mainly into pushing the deers. Also Viking is doing that. Yellow Scout is scouting Viking's base. And Blue Scout is still scouting. Is he seeing? Let me see. He does not. I think he's not seeing the elephant. Oh no, he sees the elephant. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
He's getting it right now. So no laming this time, but we can see Viking Scout pressuring one of Yellow's villagers. Yellow already has Loom, which is very nice. It's almost mandatory on Socotra, and we can see the excitement of Fairy Tale Fox in the chat for the Bulgarians pick.
Yeah,
what
we
do you
have
think?
some Bulgarian fans
What do you
in
think?
the chat.
What do you think we will see from? Oh, we can see Viking still trying to steal one of the deers, but he's not in the position to do so. He cannot afford it because the scout is weak. He has to flee. What are you expecting from Bulgarians? I mean, it could be quite obvious, but what are you expecting?
I don't know. Maybe we can ask to the chat.
Yes.
What can we expect from Bulgarian?
Fox, let us know.
By the way, did you notice? Did you notice that the only player who has the ostrich forward is yellow? So when I see that on Socotra, this is a big opportunity of laming.
Of laming, yes.
Oh, we also can say that yellow is not taking any ostrich. Oh no! What's happening?
Yellow is taking Vikings ostriches.
Okay, okay, that's fun. Yellow is stealing Vikings ostrich?
Yes, because Red's ostrich were in the left corner,
Oh.
and this means that Yellow's ostrich are in between Yellow and Red. So Viking is completely out of ostriches, And yellow we'll have the double the amount, which is 700 food.
That's a big disadvantage for Viking.
Huge.
It can be, yeah. The game can be decided
Just
with
by
this thing right now.
Yes, and I think that if yellow will also go to get the ostrich on the other side of his base, he might be able to click Castellage, having a huge uptime, and he doesn't even have to. Will have to spend the amount of food or the resources to get the Man-at-Arm upgrade, which is again a very huge advantage from him.
Damn. So Vikings is already forced to build some farms.
Yep. Yep, and he has been forced to reinforce the woodland a little bit.
And unfortunately for Viking, he's facing the Bulgarian, the Civ that has the earliest timing aggression with Man-at-Arms.
Yep, that will be a stressful game for him.
It will be a sweaty game for him. I'm curious how he will manage this aggression.
Also, Red is going for the Barak. We will see if he goes for Militia or if he goes for some other kind of feudal aggression. I would like to know from the chat, from Fox, why are you so excited for Bulgarians? What do you like of them? It's usually a Civ that I don't appreciate too much.
Look at the eagle under red TC during this time. The eagle was sitting under red TC for like 30 seconds.
And no one was paying attention? Or yes, red was paying attention this time. We can see blue also. Thorn is going for
we can see the first militia from blue, yeah.
Yes. Can we see a barrack from yellow? Yeah. No. Yellow does not have a barrack.
It's so strange.
Everything is going
yellow,
at the opposite. We can see a barrack from green actually, but not from yellow. This is so strange. You like Man-at-Arm rushes? Yes. They're great. I don't know if you were with us before, I don't remember, but we saw a Man-at-Arm rush winning a game versus when Thunderbolt and Von Dutch were playing versus Smiley and Sito. The first two won in like less than 10 minutes because of a Man-at-Arm rush well made. We can see the Man-at-Arm upgrade kicking in for red. This is something I was not honestly I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
I mean,
so sorry to disappoint the viewers, the Bulgarian fans, but yellow is not opening with Man-at-Arm.
But we still have a second hope, which is Crepasts, so we might get it later in the game. Even though this is not the first
so it's
match
so
for
strange.
Crepasts. But yet this is so strange.
Oh no.
I do also believe.
I think he just forgot the barrack, right? He just forgot the barrack.
He could. Oh, we can see long swordsman from red. Wow, this would be amazing, mainly because blue is losing all the Man-at-Arms under the TC. Now, yes, he's going for the barrack now. He's very late. He queued up 4 Man-at-Arms. Actually, Viking went for the barrack, but he didn't use it yet. Can he afford it? He has 600 food. Probably he's saving for Castellage. I think he wants an early Castellage to go knights. Probably he is missing 100 food, 30 gold, and then he can click up, and then he will have to.
You're right.
To just have a huge resistance. Yes, he's going blacksmith market. He will just have to hold very tight for the next 3 minutes. And then he will be able to get knights.
During this time, Thorn is struggling with Man-at-Arms against the longsword. It will be a tough game for him as well.
Yeah.
Because let's see the difference.
We have 9 attack, 1 armor,
longsword, yeah.
Versus 6
15
attack.
more HP and 2 more attack. That's huge.
That's really huge, really huge. And also I can see RN-Man asking in the chat for economy stats. Would you like to see? Do you mean that you want to see the resources like this one? So we can see Thorn's. Okay, very good. There you go. Thorn's woodland was under attack, but no big deal. And now Yellow's man at arms are attacking Vikings ranges. He decided to go for ranges. I don't like this choice, to be honest. Then let me know what you think, but I don't like this choice in this occasion, mainly because with the stable you can get knights right away, but if you make the ranges, you have to click crossbowman, you have to click fletching, and you have to click bodkin arrow. So it will take a lot of resources more and a lot of time more. You are not in a condition where you can afford to wait that much time.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right. The best way to take advantage of a castle edge timing.
Look at the quick wall from Viking. Very well done.
Vikings is on fire.
Very well done. And he's up.
Yeah, you're right. The best way to take advantage of a castle edge timing is to use knights, because knights counter every feudal units.
Yeah.
And
especially if you are Portuguese, because you can also pay 20% less gold for them.
You're right. I think that's a decision he will regret. You're right.
I do agree with you. And Red is not paying attention to the long swordsmen, which are going to die under the TC, but they just don't die. Their armor is insane. It's just +1, but they were not dying. Maybe it's the TC fire that sucks. Now we can see a huge amount of villager killing Red's swordsmen. Yellow has the resources to click up, but let me check. Yellow has all the resources to click up, but he's missing the second building. So I can see, I feel empathic towards Yellow, because I am also a player that usually forget the buildings to click up. You know something about it, Belkross, don't you?
Yes, that's one of your main technique.
So now he clicks up. Makes the stable and clicks
I
up.
noticed something interesting. So right now, Viking and Thorn are taking a lot of pressure, but again, the score is very close.
Yes.
And the reason is the same as the previous game. Yellow and Red are playing very aggressive, but their eco management is not perfect. They are sacrificing the eco management. Can you tell us about the idle TC? How do you explain this eco difference?
Well, idle TC from Yellow is pretty high. It's 4 minutes now, and Thorn and Viking combined are 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we can say that Red's idle TC is almost the same idle TC that Viking and Thorn have together, and also the rest collected is more than 1,000 more for Varangians team because of this.
Yeah. So this is we can say this is their playstyle, very aggressive, and for the moment they got rewarded for this playstyle, so we cannot blame them. Let's see how the game goes.
And our N-Man says that Viking is going for archers because he's very good at playing with them, which I do agree, because he's usually an archer player. But in this precise occasion, I think I would have gone for a stable first, cleaned up, and then afterwards went for archers. And now we are going to see Yellow's long swordsman going to pressure Vikings woodline together with Red long swordsman, which are actually through the gate because
Viking is opening the woodline.
And Viking is still stuck with feudal archers at the moment. I don't think he has the resources to click. Yeah, he's very close. Yeah,
I think I have a good news for the chat. I see a lot of yellow villager coming to Vikings woodline.
Yes, and the Crepost is coming up.
And the Crepost, as expected.
This is for you, Fairy Tail Fox. This is the way of that Yellow has to ask you to forbid him. Not forbid. Forget, not forget. Say excuse me. I cannot find the word. I'm sorry. To you, because
it was a good decision
of the late man-at-arms rush.
It was a good decision from Red and Yellow to pressure the Viking. to try to punish him for his castle age.
Yes, yes, is the best thing that he could do to counter that.
Is doing a fast castle on Socotra, is it the kind of thing you do on Socotra, Lorenzo?
Can you repeat the question, please, Belkross?
Is fast castling on Socotra as opening? Is it the kind of thing you do on Socotra?
No. Because of two reasons. The first one is that, as Fox said, feudal aggressions are very, very, very funny, very fun to play. And because being so close to the opponents, I don't feel safe into booming that much. We can see that actually this Krepost was placed in a huge position because he's denying a wood line. He's forcing a second lumber camp, which actually is a second TC. Is forcing, is killing the market. Is targeting. I think it was targeting at least 3 farms from Viking. We can see Thorn's army coming to try to defend his teammate from the aggression. And there's a defensive Krepost from yellow, covering 2 of his golds.
I'm so happy to see some conics, some Bulgarian unique units. We don't see the conics that often. And wow.
3 two-handed swordsmen. That's the power of the Armenians.
Do you see what Red is doing right now in front of Thorn's base?
Yes, 45 church rush. This is also a very overpowered strategy. Thorn is going to have a very hard time right now. Let's see if I can show a conic dying and then standing back up on its feet just to fight again. But apparently not, they are too strong. And the 45 church also was helping. Let's see if the crossbowman can show us. We let us see the animation. Yes, as Quill says, usual Bulgarian activities. Yes, I do agree with you. I would say usual annoying Bulgarian activities.
This map was Vikings and Thorn home map.
Yes.
But we can say that Forkan and Quells on Fire were definitely ready to play this map.
Yes.
They had something for this map.
I would say even a little bit more ready than Viking and Thorn. Mainly because
you're right.
Deciding to go fast castle on Socotra is, I would say, an arguable choice. You can see Jags here. This is the perfect counter. The perfect counter to two-handed swordsman. They can get up to an insane attack stat. I don't remember exactly. I think that they can go up to +9 with blacksmith upgrades, garland wars, and by getting the bonus by killing the opponents, the enemies. Let's see how they deal with
Check Vikings. Vikings is fighting with his crossbow, if you see right now.
Viking is walking into the hell with his crossbowman.
Yeah, it's hard time for him. I'm gonna answer Maga's question about how to counter Krepost, Fortified Church. Basically, you want to contest the map. It's about map control. Yeah, you want to control the map with units, and forbid the opponents to go forward with villagers.
So it's one of those strategies.
But if you lose the map control, you give a window for the opponents to do that.
So this is one of those strategies that you need to anticipate the opponent on. Like, how do you counter Conquistador? How do you counter Conquistador in early Castle Age? You don't let them make the castle. It's the only way.
Yeah. Outpost is also a good thing to use to see the villagers coming. Outpost with the vision upgrade on the TC. One of my favorite upgrade. One of the upgrade that should be clicked more often by people.
I think it's one of the requests you do to me more often when we play together. Lorenzo, can you please click Town Watch? Yes, we do. Every time.
Yeah.
And yes, Ant-Man, you are right. Viking definitely needs a castle, and it looks like he's going for it very, very slowly with just one villager to stone, but he's slowly getting there. So he will probably drop a castle. I'm curious to see where he's going to drop it. Also, to answer the other questions Maga did in chat, yes, Siege also can be a good answer, but the problem with Siege is that if you build Mangonel, the Crepust is going to range it, so you are not going to be able to destroy that. And if you build Rams, you have to be sure that your opponent doesn't have army to kill the Rams. You have to make arms and pikes, but it requires a lot of time and a lot of resources. So it's not so easy to answer, mainly because usually when one Crepust comes up, then others are going to come.
Yeah, I agree. It's not easy to take some value from Rams in Castle Age.
Especially because they are freaking expensive.
Do you see this fight under the Creeppost?
Yes.
Viking and Thorn are getting hyped.
And
Maybe too hyped.
The jugs are just melting whatever they encounter.
You're right.
It's crazy, and yellow doesn't have mother roll, so they might be able to kill the Crepust actually. Viking has to be out of
They ignored the Crepust. Oh!
There's a Mangonel coming.
He's taking... Oh.
There's a Mangonel coming. Let's see. Big shot, big shot.
Lorenzo, I feel so stupid right now. We just explained to Maga that you need Rams to get rid of Crepust. And suddenly Thorn is showing us that you can take Crepust with Jaguar.
Yeah, he's showing us how unprepared we are, or he's also demonstrating scientifically that Jags can be seen as Rams.
So Jaguar is Siege,
another
okay.
big shot from Red's Mangonel on Viking's crossbowman, and another one. Viking tried to go with a split micro, but he didn't succeed that well. Part of the Jugs died, I guess, to the Conics, and the other small group is going against the two-handed swordsmen from Red, which are getting the +2 attack upgrade right now. Viking's crossbowmen are in danger, not too much, but in danger. And Viking needs to pay more attention to the Mangonels. He didn't get too much damage from it, but he already lost 5 or 4 crossbowmen at least, out of the 10 that he has. Which is good for Viking is that his queue of crossbowmen is very big. Oh, another Crepust coming. This will deny the archery range if it doesn't go down because of the Mangonel first. And I think that Viking messed up one of the gathering points of the archery ranges, but he just noticed. And yellow actually cancelled the Crepust and decided to rebuild it defensively where it used to be.
Yeah, as we said, when you don't have the map control, you don't want to go too confident with the Crepust, with the castle drop, Crepust drop. I think he took the right decision.
Yeah, there's a castle drop on Blue's DC also, and he's going for the unique unit of Armenians, which I don't remember, the composite crossbowman, which is a very interesting unit because it ignores completely the armor of the unit that it is shooting to, so it should melt almost whatever. It's the perfect counter to Teutonic Knights and those kind of very, very, very resistant units.
And Thorn is trying to repair his first town center.
Yeah, and we can see
it is so costful.
Vikings TC going down and Red clicking up to Imperial Age. So this is not looking good for Varangians, even though they have a huge army advantage. It's 47 versus 6, and economically speaking they have 30 villagers less, so big difference. No, 24 villagers, so big difference, but not huge difference. And Viking is also going for a castle on the hill at the exact
so I'm gonna ask you,
center of the map.
I'm gonna ask you the same question as previous game, Lorenzo. Right now, Viking and Thorn are behind, slightly, behind. How do you? What is their comeback condition? How do you see them?
I think that
doing a comeback
this is not kind to say, but Thorn needs to go into punching ball mode and just let Red do whatever he wants. while Viking traps down everything from yellow, because actually yellow didn't expand that much, and using the trap and the coverage given by the castle, Viking can actually do a lot of damage on yellow, and then it will be a 1v1 match in between Vikings, Portuguese, and Reds Armenians. Who do you see in late game? Which civilization do you think is better in the matchup, Portuguese and Armenians?
I would say Portuguese, because Armenians' two best units are infantry and the composite archer. But from my experience, the organ gun counter both. Organ guns completely eat infantry, and they are strong enough to deal with the composite longbow.
Okay, and now also yellow is all clicked up. And
so to me, the way I see Viking and Thorn coming back is Thorn throwing all his army to red and just eat all the TC and punishing red for all the booming he had.
Yeah, and trying to kill the villagers.
But the windows is short.
Yeah,
I think he only have 5 minutes to do it.
I do agree with you, and I do believe that Toto also Squirrels in the chat is agreeing with you, because he just said that Red has a V lead again, which is quite consistent. It's quite consistent. It's a quite consistent lead, and he's also going for champions now.
He has a V lead, but the Jaguar unit is so strong against Red that even with Castle Jaguar, he has a chance to win against Red. I really think that. Jaguar completely eats infantry.
And now we can see Viking pressuring yellow. They decided to go for the not boomy player. We will see if this pays out. And now here Viking can actually deny a huge castle. Let's see if Thorn tells him to do that. Yes, he's moving the Arbalester. Okay, yellow canceled the castle. That was wise.
Yeah.
But Viking is still missing a ballistic. This is a huge upgrade. He really needs it, especially now. He cannot afford to see his arrows going off the target when they are targeting villagers. Now he's going to try to clean Red's traps, but they are actually covered by the Trappist. So he's diving.
Red is too annoying to be ignored right now.
Yes.
Right,
yes. They should be
he's
focusing
too annoying.
They should be focusing there, and Vikings should also remember to click the ballistic upgrade, because otherwise yellow's cav archers are going to drive him crazy. He's committing quite a lot. He's under the Kratos fire, and he will soon be under the castle fire if he doesn't pay attention. Viking's castle is going down. He was not repairing. The crossbowmen, the Arbalester, sorry, are getting hit by the composite crossbowmen by Red. Yeah, this is not looking so good. Also, Red is targeting Viking's gold. I don't think he has any other accessible gold, because the other gold he has is almost gone, and it's behind the first crepost that yellow dropped on him.
Unfortunately, I think Viking and Thorn missed the window to punish Red for his boom, as Squirrels mentioned.
Yep.
Red.
I do agree with you, RN men. Both Jags and crossbowmen. It's Red infantry. I do agree with you, but they do not eat the infantry if they try to eat it under one crepost and one castle fire. So that was a quite unfortunate fight for them, I would say. Also, Red's caster is going down, and the GG is called once again. What do you think was the
was a very entertaining game, though.
Yes, this
is the kind of Socotra we enjoy to see, right?
Yeah, exactly. This one was full of events, full of aggression. I really liked it. And what do you think was? Do you think there was just one game-changing episode, or do you think that it was a accumulation of situations?
or it's hard to say. So many things have happened during this game. I see I see a big opportunity for Vikings to take a big advantage though with his castle age. First, we have to say it was brave from him to go for a castle age after getting lamed. He didn't have access to any ostrich, and yeah, I think he had a big window to annoy his opponents with knights. This is the first thing I see, and also I see another a second opportunity for Thorn with his jaguar. There was a moment where he was countering the whole map, and with his map, like if Thorn is able to take some crepost with 20 jaguar, he's more than able to destroy town center with jaguar, right?
Yeah, with that amount of attack.
So once he had 20, 30 jaguar, I would it would be good for him to notice that red score was getting skyrocket, and he had a window to punish his DC. That's how I see the game. And you, any opinion?
I do agree with you. I think I'm actually not good enough to fully understand how much the ostrich stealing have actually had an influence or an impact on how the game went at the beginning of the game. Uh, basically because yellow had almost, I wouldn't say a free castle age, but something very similar to a free castle age when he went in the back of the base to get the other ostrich. And also, I think like the Vikings approach was a little bit too greedy, and it didn't pay out as he was hoping for, because as soon as he got into Castle Age, he had quite a lot of time. Now I can check in the up times, but he had some time of a technological advantage. Actually, a huge amount of time, because it was almost 5 minutes, I would say, 4 minutes and a half of Castle Age before yellow went to Castle Age. And again, I think that in that case, he should have gone for knights. Yes, man, we are we would be glad to interview the winners if they pop up in the voice channel. It would
okay,
be
let me
amazing
ask them.
Okay, can you please go and ask them?
Yeah, I'm leaving you and I'm going to.
So we saw a pretty interesting match, we can say. They went for two overall similar strategies, I would say, because Fortified Church dropped on one side, Krepos dropped on the other side. It was an interesting match. It was quite clear that the two players were ready also for this map, even though it was not one of their home maps. I would like to see if I can get for you guys actually the drafts also for this match, but I don't think that they have been published on the chat on the server yet. Nope. We will have to wait for the recordings to be published, because I don't have anything. I don't have any informations regarding that. I'm sorry about it. Uh, I was very curious to see, but probably seeing the results of the games, this it's not true, because the previous map could have been also the admin map. I was going to say that the previous map was one of the opponent's map, but it's not necessarily true. We'll have to see, and we might ask them actually to see how the game went. Guys, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and if you want to see some of the statistics, just let me know. That would be very interesting to check also the APMs, but I am not so technological at the moment. Hopefully, I will be in the future. Okay, we can see in the chat that the first map was actually the admin map. So both teams, sorry, were more than glad to play in very aggressive, very early aggression maps, because they left in the draft. So it means that they were feeling confident into playing in that map. And I do believe that yellow and red, Rick and Qualis actually uh, managed pretty well the amount of pressure they were going to face and the amount of pressure that they were creating and giving to their opponents. Now we will see if we can get to do some interviews with the players. Age of Boomers and Loom Up, I believe. Yes, man, you could be very right. And you know what? I am going to check. I'm going to show you, to share with you, actually, the bracket again, which should be here. Yes. So we have Age of Boomers and Loom Up. Loom Up, we just saw them play. And we have Age of Boomers here. We have 2 win, 1 loss. And Loom Up actually is going up to the second place with 3 win and just 1 loss. All the leading teams in the group just have 1 loss. Now Varangians is going to apply for the club of the 2 lost teams. Are you part of the match too, man? Because you seem to know the teams and the players pretty well. So are you part of one of those teams? Boinga, boinga. Wow, so you are in the leading team. Nice, nice. And did your team already face one in between Age of Boomers or Lumia? Or are you going to face, yeah, for sure, because you have 4 games. So you have faced at least one of them, right? What do you mean? You are out? Why so? I think that state is based on what I can see here. You have still a pretty good placement. You still have chances for the first and for the second place. Okay, so you lost against Age of Boomers, and you won against Lumia. Okay, we will see. Nothing is already is written because they can still lose their last match, and also Age of Boomers has still 2 matches to play. So never say never.
Lorenzo, can
Yes.
you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. They are down for an interview.
Nice.
I think that I will ask them to join us right now.
Yes, that's perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were checking the bracket. Oh, we have also Forkan in chat. Soon we will have him live to ask some questions. The set we played against you, Oinga Boinga, is a marathon. Would be a good cast. Yes, we could take it into consideration and maybe cast it. Yes. Welcome, guys. Congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
Hello, thank you.
How is the feeling?
So it was. Oh, sorry.
It feels good. We know we needed to win one of these couple of sets to try to cement ourselves to get into the final stage. So to win 2 games is pretty good, to not give the other team any points.
Yeah, we saw that it was a very important game, important match for you guys.
Yes.
What was your feeling about the opponents before the game? How dangerous did you feel the opponents?
I mean, I thought they were pretty similarly rated to us, so I thought it would be a tough set going in, but we did manage to relatively accurately predict what they were going to do. So that made it a little bit easier while we were playing.
Okay.
We noticed some patterns from looking at their previous games.
Okay. Did you guys expect Socotra, Socotra as their home map? Did you guys expect that?
Yeah, I think we strategically kind of picked our maps around certain maps, and Socotra for them was one we were planning on. I believe it was one they did pretty well before earlier in the tournament, so we had a feeling they'd want to go back there.
Okay.
Okay.
we could see pretty clearly that you were actually quite ready to play on Socotra, even though it was not your home map. We can say it was kind of a home map for you. I mean, you felt confident into playing that.
Yeah, we came up with a pretty good strategy that we were comfortable running on Socotra.
And were you expecting Viking to have a fast castle approach on such an aggressive map?
Not
What was your reaction?
specifically, but when he went up, I saw all the archers, but he never really came forward to pressure me, which, if he had done that, this game probably would have gone a lot worse for me. I just never felt too overly pressured.
Okay. But what was your
fast
reaction
castle was
when?
surprising. I was
First-
like, "Oh shit, he is up."
Yeah. And it was a very good thing from you, Forkan, to contest the ostrich with the mill. I think you were
Yeah,
very
I was-
happy about this
I was
outcome.
very happy. Initially, when I dropped it, I wasn't sure if they were mine or his because I hadn't scouted any of the back of my base to see if I had other ostriches there. I just figured if they're his, it's great. If they're mine, that's good too.
Yeah. And we expected you to go for man at arms, but we saw a very late barrack. Can you explain what happened?
Men at arms was the plan, and then I forgot to build the barracks.
I feel
Okay.
you, man. I always do the same. I feel you a lot. I have a more general question for you guys because I was checking the round 5 matches, and we can see that actually Oinga Boinga is going to, which is actually the leader in your group, at least until it will be updated with your new with the last victory you achieved, and they are going to face the same opponents that you just faced right now, while for you is Andalips to be the opponent, which is slightly lower down in the ranking at the moment. Are you feeling confident for a first or second place placement, or do you have any worries about the next matches?
I think winning today makes us feel a little bit better about advancing in the tournament, but you obviously have the bracket pulled up and you can see how close this bracket actually is. So
Yes.
comfortable is not, I think, a word that we're going to use for this. It looks like anybody can beat anybody on any given map. So we certainly feel a lot more comfortable than we did 3 hours ago, but we'll certainly try to use the same preparation for our next match.
Is it the first tournament that you guys play? And is it the first tournament that you guys played together?
It's our first tournament played together. We've both been playing tournaments for, at least myself, I've been playing for the last couple of years, but this is our first 2v2 tournament together.
Yeah, I started playing tournaments at the beginning of this year. Currently, we met each other in the AoE leagues earlier this year, and we decided to team up for this tournament from that.
Nice. So you were mainly playing 1v1 tournaments, right? Did I get it correctly?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
before this 1v1 tournaments.
Okay, so my next question is, what are the biggest differences in between playing 1v1 tournaments and 2v2 tournaments in every aspect of it, not only strategic wise?
The first thing I'll say is scheduling is so much harder.
Yeah, it really is.
We know your pain. We share your pain.
But otherwise, no, it's double the research, double the time spent, just because now you have to figure out what two people are going to do and how well they work together. And there's so many different strategies you could think of to attack people that you can prepare against. I know we both play a lot of like team game ladder. So like you go into that blind and you just kind of do whatever you want, but this I go in with a lot more of like a formulated plan.
Yeah, I understand. And since you said that it requires a lot of more time to plan and to get ready, how much time do you usually spend to prepare for one single match? And what do
Yeah,
you do?
so Yeah, Ethan and I, or Forkan, Rick and I, sorry, we'll both take at least 3 days off of work in preparation for each match. We spend at least 20. I'm just kidding. We usually, we'll watch some recs of our opponents' previous games and kind of see what their tendencies are for, their civs and their maps, and then, we spend a couple of minutes formulating a game plan while we're in the picks and bans, and we just kind of adapt based on how different games go.
Okay, and what criteria, if you feel like you are not revealing any secrets, but what criteria do you use to decide which civs to ban? Is it mainly related on how confident your opponents are playing those civs, or is it more related to how unconfident you feel like playing versus those civilizations?
We usually look for what our opponents seem to be comfortable with, whether that be what they've done in like the 1v1 or team game ladders or previously in the tournament, and try to strategize against that more so.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, a lot of our bans get focused on them.
Very good. Chat, if you have any questions for our winners, feel free to write it. I'm gonna ask them.
I have a question for Quails and Fire about the Habu game. First, I want to say you really did well during this game. I think you are the MVP of this game. I think you showed us everything we can do with Wei during this game. The only thing that was missing was Cao Cao, the hero, but you didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, next time.
I would like you to explain this pick. What was your plan? Because on a map like Habub, I think people favor very early aggressive civilization like Khmer or Magyar with something in feudal age. So I would like you to explain the way pick.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable with the Civ, first of all, but I really wanted to open scouts because I knew that our opponent kind of had a tendency to also open that unit as well. But we've had good success with early aggression on that map, regardless of what unit it comes from. But obviously, going with a stable allows me to get bloodlines and different things for their cav archer unit in Castle Age. But it worked out because I believe I was up against Green that game, and his base was kind of wide open for me to send different groups of units in two different places. So just having the economy behind with the extra villagers for eco techs, and then being able to mix and match some cavalry and some archers was kind of the plan, and I thought we executed it pretty well.
Okay. Thank you. I don't think we have any question from the chat. Do you have any more question, Lorenzo?
No, I don't. I would let like last minute for our winners to say something freely. If you want to spread a message of love, say hi to your friends or whatever you feel like it's worth saying after such a victory.
Hi, Mom. I know you're not watching, but hello.
Yeah.
I'll just say I've been enjoying the tournament. It's been a fun time.
Yes, I agree. Me and R2 are also playing the tournament, and we really enjoy the time we are spending preparing the set and also playing the set.
Yes, definitely. And I could say, let me know if you guys agree that the preparation is almost as fun as playing the games, if not more.
Absolutely. Yep. It's fun to talk AoE anytime, but especially when the stakes are so high like this.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, guys, and congratulations again for what you did today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck for the rest.
Yeah, you too.
See you in the battlefield.
Goodbye.
Bye. Well, it was I would say, no, I'm not saying this because I am a low elo legend, but I feel like at least today the low elo matches have been more interesting than the high elo matches.
I agree. The Cito, the Smiley and Cito set was a bit one-sided,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
I'm glad we had this Viking. I'm glad we had this low elo match, as you said.
Yeah. Very nice.
I feel like Forkan and Quells and Fire kind of won the set during the draft. I feel like they forced Viking and Thorn to pick maps that where they were comfortable with.
Mm. Oh,
Like
actually,
the
we have the drafts now. We can take a look at them. If
yeah, let's take a look at the draft.
copy the link. This is the civilization. I just need to set the overlay ready, and then we can just take a look at it to see and analyze maybe what they did. It's unfortunate that I didn't realize it earlier. Otherwise, we could have had the chance to see it while they were with us in the voice channel. We could have made some questions about it. So we are going to start with the map draft, and yeah, you should be able to see it quite well. They got Gropel and African Clearing, and yes, Habub was the
Okay.
admin map. I would like to see. Let me see if I can see also the whole pool to see simplified. We cannot see. I'm trying to understand which were the two maps that remained in the pool, Abub, and which other one as a for the admin pick.
Oh, I might be able to help you. I think it was Hideout.
Yes, you're definitely right. Definitely right. It was Hideout. So they are actually two very different maps. They have probably been. They were for sure ready also on the other maps, but there was a little bit component of luck getting to Abub because they showed very good aggressive skills, and I feel like they could have performed a little bit less well probably on Hideout, or at least their aggression skills would have shined a little bit less, probably.
Yes, I agree. Against this kind of profile of playstyle, I don't think I want to play much like Habub, Socotra, and Atacama, where the aggression is easier because how open the map are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think against this kind of opponent, what kind of map would you favor against this kind of playstyle? Very aggressive, sacrificing the eco.
So can use it against them.
I am going to answer, but you will not know if it's a truthful answer or not, because I don't want to reveal my secrets. Because the manager, I don't know if you heard her, we have the manager is here behind my shoulders telling me not to reveal our strategies and secrets. So I think that since they are so aggressive, I would like to have the chance to play on maps that let me defend from their aggression and beat them in the boom game, mainly because they are good at booming, but they are good at booming in the second part of in late castle age, I would say. And the beginning, they tend to sacrifice the eco, and that is the window that you can take advantage of, in my opinion.
Okay.
What would you do if you were going to face them for the direct elimination stage?
My first thought was map like Hillfort, where you are forced to play, where you are far from the opponent and protected with walls. But I also noticed that they play pretty well as a team. Their coordination and when you see them playing, you can clearly see that they communicate properly, and they take decision as a team. So Hillfort was a good my first intuition, but I would be scared though because they play very good as a team, and they play the objectives pretty well as well.
Okay. And I can see that actually PlayingViking and Thorn are still on the voice channel. Shall we give an interview also to them since we're here?
I have no questions ready, but if you want, I can ask them to join us,
Okay.
and we can improvise.
Yes, let's just improvise an interview.
We need to ask. Yeah, we need to ask Viking for his fast castle on Socotra at least, right? Oh, sorry, your microphone seems to not work.
Oh, okay.
I cannot hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Lorenzo. Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. I will take 30 seconds while you speak with them to try to see if I can get any question in my mind. Please, chat, help me. This is something I cannot do myself. I'm not good at it. Please write down some questions. Don't be shy. And mainly, help me a little bit. Did you guys enjoy the match? Was it fun for you? And what were your expectations on Socotra? Qualis and Fuego TV. It was fun for me. I do believe so. I do believe so. I really do believe so. Yes. What is if you are following the tournament in a more, how to say, if you're following the tournament a lot, what are the maps that you prefer to see the others playing in, and why? I do believe, in my opinion, Socotra is probably, it's probably the most interesting one because it's so messy. There is a scarcity of resources, and I do agree with you, Qualis. Also, Chaos Pit, it's fun. Yes, because of the chaos and because there's no gold, so you have to adapt to the chaos. It's a very interesting map. It's a very interesting map. Yes, I definitely do agree with you. Well, we can say that we had a quite nice love Chaos Pit. Yes. Also Forkan. But at this point, I'm going to ask you guys, even though you are just in the chat anymore, we were checking your map draft as soon as we finished the interview, and Chaos Pit is one of the maps that you actually banned. Is there any specific reason for it? Because you said that you really like it, so I do how to say, I do think that you are quite confident into playing with it. Oh, I see. So you didn't want your opponent to feel confident. And we have someone in the voice chat. Hello, Viking.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. I'm fine, and how are you?
A little bit sad, to be honest. I think our opponents deserved to win. They played really well. I think they prepared really well. But I feel like we could have performed a little bit better as well.
Okay.
So.
I do. As I said, some avoided mistake would completely change the outcome of both game.
Both game, really?
Particularly, specifically the Socotra game. But
yeah, I agree.
also Habub. But we'll talk about it. Let's wait for Thorn.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There is
Viking.
there's a question for you. Maga is asking if the fast castle in your strategy, if it was your strategy since the beginning on Socotra, or did you have to improvise because of yellow stealing your ostriches?
I had to improvise. Yes, the ostriches really threw me off. I thought I could be able to get to crossbow quicker, and then I wanted to press. But I could not get my foot up. I was really struggling with that.
Yeah, understandable. You just blocked 700.
And then they also killed. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think they also killed my market, so I couldn't even buy it.
Yes, with the Krepost.
Oh.
Afterwards, the
Yes.
Krepost killed the market and then 3 farms. What was the plan initially? If you could get all of the ostrich, what would you have gone for?
Let me think again. Which was my Civ?
You were playing
Portuguese.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted 1 archery range and support Thorn's scout rush. And then go with relatively low investment into castle, but not as quickly as I did. And then help him with siege because the Portuguese have cheaper siege as well. That was the idea originally. But so basically go 1 archery range and put a little bit of pressure, but try to mainly focus on eco. Yeah. And the idea also was with the Portuguese, if they tower rush, I can shift into cheaper men at arms to defend the tower rush, but I didn't really tower rush, so it was not needed. Yeah.
So one of the thing that would change the game, in our opinion, with Lorenzo, is first congratulations for reaching the castle age alive. It was a good performance.
Yes.
First on Socotra, and instead of we saw that you were castle age 4 minutes. Yeah, you had a window of 4 minutes where you were castle age, and all the opponents were feudal. And we thought that instead of starting with archer, going for knights would allow you to clear all the army on the battlefield during those 4 minutes.
Actually, you are very right. Yes, that would have been great. I think I don't know, did I have the eco for knights though? Because I didn't have food for even crossbow. So
yes, because with knights you almost don't need the defense and attack upgrade. With archers you need fletching, the crossbow upgrade, Botkin arrow,
true.
and that's a lot of food.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
I think you don't even need you don't even need bloodline to make the knight destroy everything.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe 1 armor upgrade. And then...
Yeah. Even the armor upgrade was not that necessary, because usually you want the armor upgrade because you face some archers. But if you face some melee units like men at arm, you don't give a fuck. You just send the knights and it dominates, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
I didn't even consider that because, well, for this tournament we decided that I'm the archer player and he's the cav-like player, I guess. But I really should have considered that. I guess my thinking isn't flexible enough yet to think of that on the spot, because that's a great suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, you were under a lot of stress with the Castle Asia improvisation. It's okay to make such mistakes.
Yeah,
it's hard.
And even though all the pressure and so on, again, you managed it quite well because your castle age timing was way more than decent. So you suffered it a little bit, but it was a very good adaptation.
Yeah, we both think that I'm pretty good under pressure when I'm being attacked.
Yeah. We really appreciated the quick wall that you dropped with the 3 houses on your woodline on Sokosha versus the Red's long swordsman. That was nice. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. That was the stressiest moment of the game, I think.
Yeah. We could see it.
But yeah. I kind of like quick walling. It's so frustrating when you're just a second too late.
Yeah. I do agree with you completely.
Thorn like, are you all right? And I was like, no, they're in. And I'm like, oh no, I made it.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
some of your quick walls against me when we train. It's I
Oh
have to
yeah,
say,
yeah, the gate.
when attacking with melee units, it's actually a pretty huge skill, because if the opponent's attacking you with archers, you cannot do that much with the quick walls. But in these cases, when they come with infantry or with scouts, if you can quick wall, actually saves you a lot of idle time, lots of villager losses. It's actually a very precious skill, I I would say.
I agree.
And we
I
can,
I had seen that our opponents, mainly Rick, I think he likes to man at arm rush too. So in general. So
yeah.
on Habub, I was kind of looking out for man at arms. I'm not sure if he did it on Habub actually. But
I don't remember. I don't think so. No,
yeah.
no, because red went for stable, then cancelled and archery range, and then stable afterwards, and yellow went for archers right away.
Okay, yeah. So they also changed their plan actually during the game. I mean, right? Because you said he went stable, deleted archery, and then stable later, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think our opponents are really well prepared. Like,
Yeah, they were.
we talked with our previous opponent, Dr. Known, as well after the game, and he said the same thing, that they play really, really well. So, and Thorn said to me afterwards, like, it's not just like, okay, we made mistakes, but we also have to say they played great. So it's not just we lost because we played bad, we also lost because they played
Yeah.
strong. Yeah. So
And
I want to highlight them.
can you explain the choices of the maps in the draft? So Corchon and Atacama are quite open maps and quite aggressive ones. Why did you guys decided to play on those?
During all the previous sets, we felt we played the best on when we could seize the initiative on an aggressive map.
Okay. So you were aiming to the aggression.
Yes. Well, actually, not really aggression, mainly just fighting. Like, if we can be aggressive, it's great. But we feel like if we're fighting, we usually end up in a better spot because we feel like we're good at keeping our economy going even when fighting.
Okay. So
So
you're good at
eventually it would
multitasking.
scale. Yeah, yeah. I would say so. Yes.
Good.
Like maybe like mainly my micro suffers a bit when I'm focusing on eco. But I think that's okay because if I end up with 4 more villagers because I didn't idle my TC, they will pay themselves back relatively quickly, and then I will end up with a bigger army.
I do
At
agree with
least
you.
that's the idea, right?
I do
Yeah.
agree with you. And I was there. I was checking the Civ draft also. And
Yeah.
did you felt surprised or somewhat um, put into a difficult position by the bans that your opponents did? Magyars and Huns were banned from them. Were you aiming to get both of
Honestly,
those to saves for you?
we would have picked them both if we had a chance, but we kind of expected them to ban Hans.
Okay. Okay.
So, and we had just decided before the game, like, if they ban Hans, we pick Vietnamese and we're good. So, but we didn't even get to a nomad map, unfortunately. So,
Okay. And I can see that you actually played with the last, almost with all of the last civilizations that you picked, because Berbers, Portuguese, and Aztecs are the last 3 picks for you guys. How come that you decided to play with the least favorite, or at least on paper, least favorite civilizations?
well, we didn't really know how they wanted to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we knew we would Vietnamese because they liked at least African clearing a lot.
Mhm.
But we think they also like the other nomad maps. So Vietnamese is great.
Mhm.
We liked Tatars because we picked Socotra. Because they have quite a few hills, was the idea.
Okay.
And
Who was
then Maya was just we know. Sorry, what?
go on. Sorry.
Okay. And we picked Maya because first of all we knew they like Maya, and Maya felt perfect if you want to be able to wall towards your allies' base.
Yeah. Okay.
Was the cheaper walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And who was supposed to play
And then
Tartars?
Hmm?
Who was supposed to
Sorry.
play with Tartars? Use them.
Thorn was supposed to play Tatars.
Hi, Sanasol.
Kind of this. Oh, it's Anasol here. Nice. Oh, in the chat.
Yeah, she's
Hello.
watching that in the chat on Twitch.
Okay, great. Oh, was saying. Oh yeah. Yeah. You want like Tatars? You can basically play them any hill map as a cav or an archer civ, I guess. So at least until Imperial. Yeah, but we didn't end up Tatars at the end because when we were deciding on what we wanted to do on Socotra, we didn't really find a good match for the Tatars in our draft, I guess.
Okay, I see.
And then we decided, okay, Thorn had a really high confidence in Aztecs. I did not. I kind of didn't want to pick that civ, but to be honest, I think it played way better than I expected when I look at the game. The Jaguar Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were shredding.
So, yeah, so I should have had more faith in his confidence.
This is something your next opponents will have to be aware of.
Yeah, I'm gonna play way more Aztecs games with him, I think, and see whether how we can exploit them better. And then,
please finish. Sorry.
Yeah, so the last civs, basically, yeah, Portuguese is just a good all-around civ. So it's not like we wanted to pick them last. It's just the other civs just felt higher priority because of our opponents, basically, and what they did with the bands and stuff. That's the main reason. We also feel like we have a lot of options, so we don't feel rushed in picking certain civs usually. Yeah.
In my opinion, there was a second window for you and Thorn to win the Socotra, to come back in the Socotra game and win it. Think about it. Thorn took a crepost with his Jaguar mass.
Yes.
If he can take a crepost, you guys could go to the red base and take all the TC and destroy all the base just with Jaguar and your mass of archers. Because red was booming freely in the corner.
Oh, that's a good point. But I guess had we scouted that he was booming, because I had no idea during the game.
No, you guys didn't scout it because there was a lot of yellow was drawing a lot of attention. But in this situation, you have to trust the score. Like he was 2,000 score ahead of everyone. When you see that, you have to suspect a kind of boom or something.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I actually don't really look at the score during the game, because I feel sometimes even if I'm 2,000 points behind, I don't feel like I'm losing. So I feel it's a little unreliable.
Okay.
But maybe
Thorn, we were saying that you really made the Aztec shine in the Socotra game.
That was the goal. I mean, it was a perfect matchup for the Aztecs. I was just saying, Viking, I was annoyed that we lost, even though, like, it was just the pressure. I lost too many vills. I think I couldn't keep production.
They just said you killed a cat post with them, and basically we could have gone to Red's eco and killed all his TCs with the Jaguar warriors.
Yeah, we were saying in the game that even though Red was putting the pressure onto me, I wanted to put pressure onto Yellow, but we never followed up with a castle. I didn't have a second stone I could go to within my walls, so I didn't have a castle, and I think we just ran thin on numbers. But yeah, that's a good point. I did want to go further in, because I knew they weren't wolves. Like, I was checking consistently, like, throughout Feudal Age and early Castle. I would send like one random unit into the back of their base, and yeah, they would never walled. So yeah, it's a good point.
One of your opponents,
Your Viking, sorry.
Rick is asking, what are walls in Twitch chat?
Yeah, they are kind of building men-at-arms and longswords just shred. So.
Yeah.
Actually, men-at-arms and longswords can be considered walls if well placed and well masked.
Good point.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Yeah, that's what Jaguars came in for. Apparently, they did a siege ram then.
Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't really sure how good the conic was, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, mainly because it revives itself every time you kill it. The first time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I felt Archers and Conic has low pierce armor in comparison to Nightline, I'm pretty sure. So I felt like the Jaguar and Archer combo works well against Conics. Honestly, the build that we had, or the plan that we had as Jaguars and Archers, works really well against what they made. Unfortunately, it was just how the game went that made it that I couldn't really produce, or I couldn't keep production.
Yeah, and the problem was also
to be honest, we didn't really meet up with our armies until I had my castle, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they were also baking the army up with castles and 45 churches and so on. That made things for you way more awkward than they should have been if it was just army versus army. So the building support played quite a role in that in the matchup, I would say.
Definitely, we needed to be more vigilant. Like, we should have saw Bulgarians and Armenians and went, yep, they're gonna have a fuck ton of defensive buildings on the map. And I just of course, when you think about it, it makes sense. And we knew it going into the game, but I just didn't. Yeah, we just didn't see it in time. And whenever I did, I just didn't have enough army in the right place. Okay, you're living your life.
The defensive buildings are really, really good. Like I said, the care post in my wood line was.
Yeah, that was really fatal. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's a reportable offense, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's griefing. Actually, that's what we call that. That's
yeah. Insulting.
Yeah.
Good. Guys, thank you so much for sharing your point of view with us. It's been a pleasure to have you here with us, and I would say that after this. Oh, and also, by the way, right before casting your match, we were casting a Stellar Division match, so high Hilo, and we have to say that your matches have been way more entertaining. So, thank you very much.
Fuck yeah, man. No, of course, that's what we're here for.
Low wheeler rules.
Yeah, I'm happy. our pain is funny to you. Like,
No, that's crazy. No, it is. The games are fun because they're that stressful, man. Like when they're messy like that. But no, I'm glad. That's what we do it for, right? That's what we play games for.
yeah.
But yeah. Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Thank you. Yeah. Good luck with your costs. Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Very good. And I also have to thank you, Belkross, for all the company, the speaking, the keeping it up with me and helping in the difficult moment, and also for your every time very precise analysis of how the game is going, what players should do, and what is wrong, what is right. It has been very interesting to have you to have the chance to cast with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It was I really enjoyed. It was very fun to do it with you. I will definitely come back if you ask
Yes,
me.
I would love to. I would
because
love
it's very fun.
I would love to. I am checking.
It's very fun to follow all the people we like Viking. We talk to them so much out of the stream, and it's so good. So good to be able to follow their performance.
I do agree with you. I do agree with you. And we might also get some informations about our next opponents.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I think we also need to say something to the person behind the stream, the manager.
Yes, yes. Thank you. We have to thank
Thank you, Maga.
Magamago that helped us by moderating all the time in the chat.
Yeah.
A pleasure. And a stress. Very good. So I was looking
We
for
cut the stream, right?
someone to raid. We are going to raid Nesius Blaze, who's playing 1v1s. So be kind and say hello to him and enjoy a little bit of probably clowny plays, because he loves to play closed maps. So that could be very interesting to see. Very different from the maps that we've been seeing today altogether. Thanks a lot to the viewers. Thanks a lot to the mods. Thanks a lot to Frederick Belkross, my dear co-caster. Enjoy yourself, guys. Have a nice evening. See you in the battlefield. Bye bye.